Hey guys, so let me make sure. Guess we're live. I'm Sandra the Goat Lady. I'm the owner of Cajun Corral Farm. We're a goat farm, and I think my hair is just completely. We have a pretty strong wind here in South Louisiana. And what I do here is I have a holistic goat farm, which means we only use medicine on our goats if it's absolutely necessary. Even in regards to parasites, we keep it on the natural parasitic. So anyway, what I do with the goat's milk, I hand milk all of our goats, and with the goat's milk, I make our skincare products that you see behind here. Um, and all of our skincare products are alcohol free, dye free, and chemical free because that's what my skin likes and that's what my customer skin likes. We've been in business since 2014, and I have customers since then still shopping with me. Um, but here's a lot of times over the years, we have grown. Um, the first 5 or 6 years of being in business, I primarily didn't even do advertising or podcasts or posts really on social media um, because I strictly depended on my customers referring other customers to us. And it kind of went from there, right? And then at one point, I wanted to be a known stable, not only for the skincare products, but also for events on our farm. So we started with Picnic with the Goats because everybody wanted to hang out with the goats. So we do that quarterly here on the farm. We also then added Yoga with the Goats, where once a month I do an hour yoga session. And then we also um, our newest events that we added on is the homesteading workshop. We found that there was a need there. Grumpy Goat and I found that there was a need there, so we do that also once a month. We go with the growing season, whatever we grow, whatever we preserve, whatever we raise, we talk about it, we teach it, and it's family friendly. And here's the reason why it is so important for us to hold these events. First of all, the community, our customers have given us the opportunity to do what we do, to have this business, right? And we wanted to give back. So the Picnic with the Goats is a strictly community event, which it goes by donation. During COVID, we heard a lot that people lost their jobs, they were laid off. And so they didn't have very much. So we did not tell them, no, you can't come because you can't pay. Um, they had one lady had a quarter. Look, I have a quarter. It's all I have. I said, that's perfectly fine. Next time you pay it forward, somebody else will. And sure enough, the next person overheard that. And they said, I put in the piggy bank. And that's truly what it is. We have a piggy bank there. I don't want to know how much you put in because I want you to come and enjoy yourself. The homesteading workshop and the yoga, both are $10. So we keep it at a minimum. However, the reason why we do those events and why we want to be giving back with these events to our community is because Grumpy Goat and I, we truly believe that if you have a healthy customer base and a balanced and harmonious and peaceful and happy community, then we as a small business and a small farm can benefit from that. And that's pretty much why we're doing this. So we just don't want to just take from our customers. We also want to give back. And that's why these events are so very important. And you can find these events on our website at CajunCorral.com. I will upload the newest calendars tomorrow. I've ran out of time, y'all. There's only so much time time, so many minutes you have throughout the day to get everything done if you do everything by yourself. So anyway, here's what we're going to talk about today. So over the years, since 2014, there's certain questions I get asked. I get emails, I get phone calls, and I love having this one-on-one relationship with my customers, and especially new customers. First of all, I get a lot of say, well, I tried somebody's goat's milk soap or lotion and it just did not work right. Just like when you look at the soap aisle at a grocery store or a beauty store, skin and beauty store, you have different brands, and each soap brand is different, right? And that's the same thing with goat's milk. Just because the main ingredient or it says goat's milk does not mean, one, the person who makes the soap actually has goats. Two, that it's made with raw goat's milk and not powdered goat's milk, or not from a goat's milk soap base or lotion. So those are the things that you would have to vet the person that you get your skin care from. Um, and I tell all my customers, look, ask them to go to their farm. We allow people to come to our farm because I want you to see that we have the goats and that we are humane and that we treat our goats just like family, right? They're my babies. So that to me is important. The education, that's the one-on-one I have with my customers, and they appreciate it. My customer appreciate that. So one of the questions that I always receive is, so this goat's milk, is it just for your face? Is it for your hands, your feet, your body, your hair? What do you do with it? And that's a pretty good question, but I hear that a lot. So it is a body soap. We have body wash, body soap, body lotion. Your face, your hair, your hands, your feet, the rest of your arms, your legs, that's all a part of your body, right? However, with the essential oils, there are certain body parts that you can gear into for you to use for, right? And by that, I mean, I do have a facial line. I do have a body wash that you can use for your face or your hair or soak your feet in or your hands in. It's perfectly fine. However, if you prefer getting something just for your face or just for your feet or just for your hands, we have that as well. So with that said, why goat's milk? Goat's milk cleanses your pores very gently. It removes the dead skin cells, which we all have dead skin cells. There's nothing special about somebody having dead skin cells or horrifying, right? We lose skin cells all day long, bottom line. However, a lot of times those dead skin cells when they're mixed with oils, they can clog those pores and we have blemishes, right? And then there's some soaps out there that are just not are as effective as goat's milk products with the raw goat's milk to gently remove that. And that was one of my issues that I had when I first came to the United States. That was just not available. And so my skin suffered quite a bit. My back has a lot of scarring from blemishes and boils. So my face, thank God, had the blemishes, but I didn't have the boils. So we're doing good on that. So needless to say, so it is goat's milk, soap, lotion, body wash. It's good from head to toes, to the tips of your toes. So with that said, as I mentioned, I do certain things for certain body parts with certain essential oils. The beautiful thing is with goat's milk is it works very well with essential oils, and you can gear it then towards a certain function that you want that skincare product to do. So, for instance, with the facial wash, and I'm going to show it to you here in just a second. The facial wash, right here. Oh, that's not toxic. The facial wash, right? Um, it has honey, so it has goat's milk. The main all the in all my products, the main ingredients is the goat's milk, because it's so good for you, and we have plenty of it. Um, so in the goat's milk, first of all, I put honey from our bees in it. Why honey? It's very soothing. It's also antibacterial. It's also a little preservative, believe it or not. But I love it for the soothing part. Because when you have blemishes or acne or breakouts or just stressed skin, you want something soothing. So with the goat's milk is very soothing, but also with the minerals and vitamins that's in the goat's milk, but also the honey. So it just gives it an extra kick of activating that soothness on your skin. Then you also have frankincense in it. Frankincense is another one of those essential oils that you should never live without, right? So frankincense is great for slowing down aging, right? Or tightening your skin cells, or healing or assisting in healing blemishes, right? So you have healthy looking skin, refreshed, rejuvenated skin. With the goat's milk, because the goat's milk with the alpha hydroxy acid and vitamin A and D kind of works well together with the frankincense to do this. So when I wash my face in the morning, it may look dull because of the dead skin cells that accumulated overnight while I was sleeping, right? And when I wash this all off with the frankincense and the goat's milk, it just brightens it up. It really lights up, right? So I'm very bad with my face. I should wash it in the morning, the evening. At night, I am so tired. I just want to go to bed. So I don't wash my face at night, which I should, granted. However, you can. It's gentle enough where you can use it in the morning and the evening, and very simple. You only need about a dime size, and it lathers up nicely. So we do have 2 scents. The hottest scent, or everyone's most favorite people, most people love the rose vanilla. It's very calming for all ages. It's just very sensual and calming. I prefer the neroli. Neroli wakes me up in the morning. Again, I wash my face in the morning, and sometimes the coffee just does not start my day. The neroli, just that scent, it just refreshes, it regenerates, it wakes you up, right? And so I use the neroli. I have used the rose vanilla. I like it, but I always will go back to the neroli. I used to do grapefruit. However, the grapefruit, it was just not such a big seller. So I prefer then putting my stock into the ones that sell. So it's always available for my customers. So then what do you do after that? So I have people that are in their 20s all the way up in their 80s. They use the Gotox. Gotox is an all-natural youth serum, but it's not only youth serum, y'all. It is nice. It is gentle. It just makes your skin nice and plump. It's like your Botox without the injections, right? And what I do actually is, so I only use that once or twice a week. I don't use that every day. You can use it every day. I have customers that use it every day. I don't. I mean, you don't have to. I used the Botox 2 days ago, and look at my skin. So I'm probably going to use it in the morning again. But what I do is I take like 5 drops, and I take a scoop out of the facial cream and put it together. And I just then give myself a facial, like I massage it in. And when you do the Botox, you pretty much just want to iron everything backwards. Just very gentle. When you go around the eyes, you want to go from outward inward and lift this up. and just very gentle bring it. And then with the facial cream, it stays all day. So, however, I have been on in hotels and shows out of town, and I forget this. Even though I sell it, I don't want to open up a brand new one. So all I have with me sometimes is just the body wash, either the lotus blossom or I have the lemongrass. And yes, you can. I have used it on my face. I have used it on my hair. I have used it on my entire body. Right now, I have this obsession about the Southern Belle, which is a body wash. It's magnolia and jasmine, and it screams summer. It screams relaxation, rejuvenation, and calmness, right? And so, I guess that's what I need right now. My nose directed me straight to it, and that was a really hot seller last year, and it's already starting to become a hot seller again. People love that scent. It's a little bit sweeter, and when you smell it first, it may be strong. However, it's by the time you put it on, it's just a perfect scent that's not overpowering, and it goes well with other scents and doesn't irritate other people around you. So this is pretty much what I go with. So, and then I also get asked, so what is better, bar soap or body wash? It's a preference. I don't make every scent in the body wash, and here's why. Some body washes, to me, smell like, okay, this is where I want to soak in the tub with. So I don't want to do necessary bath salts, which I'm probably going to continue here shortly, um, because it's just, I may make one in the bag or so, but I'm probably going to start discontinuing the bath salts um, altogether. I'm going with things that sell, and they're just not selling as much. I'm staying with the body sprays because everybody loves the body sprays. However, so I go with the body washes because I can put a cap full of the body wash in the bath water, and I have my bath salts right there. Um, so I use both. However, I do have customers they prefer the liquid soap over the bar soaps. And then I have some customers they prefer the bar soap over the liquid soap. Do they both lather up? Yes. Do they both do the same thing? Absolutely. Do they both um last a while? Absolutely. And here's the thing. Uh, um One of the things that I always get told is that, well, my customers appreciate it, and especially new customers, because my returning customers, they are used to that. I have always put the ingredients um, in the back on the back of my products. And why is that important? You know what you're allergic to, right? Um, so I want to make sure that you know. Not everybody does that. I'm one of those that does because I know what I'm allergic to. I have allergies. If not, I would not be doing my own skincare products. And I would have never ventured onto this road if I wouldn't have allergies and certain skin conditions. However, to me, that's always important. And also, what was important to me is that every ingredient is easy to understand. So I don't use crazy words like that you see sometimes. I want you to know really what's in there. Um, and then there may be something, okay, what does that mean? Oh, I explained it to you. This is why I put this in there. So to me, that's very important. How can you tell? Um, and I've been asked that too. How, why is our soap work so effectively or lotions work so effectively compared to others? Um, it depends on the ingredients. I vet if I don't grow it and I don't make it, I vet every supplier that I get my ingredients from. Um, I want to know first how's their culture? Do they cultivate the same kind of cultures as I do? Um, do they understand the importance of wholeness and the purity of their products? Um, so I vet them, I talk to them, I have a communication with them, just like you should with me or any other skincare providers. You should be able to have that one-on-one conversation, especially if they're handcrafted and especially if they're local to you. Um, and you do want to have that. You want to have that confidence that, hey, okay, so this is it. Another thing, um, what a lot of I tell people is I don't wear makeup because I want you to see how my skin looks. I don't want to hide it from you by covering it up. I want you to see how I all natural look, right? And so my customers appreciate that. My customers say, gee, you know what? So, yeah, sometimes I look tired. And yes, sometimes my hair is maybe messy and not absolutely perfect, which it rarely is because I have curly hair. Um, however, it is important to me that you see. So if I have a sunburn, yeah, you're going to see my sunburn. I'm not going to cover that up. But you also see then 2 or 3 days later when I'm online or put a video up that sunburn is almost gone because I use my products. Um, one of my biggest compliments is young mothers and young dads that come by and say, you know what, I use this on the whole family uses this. That is a huge compliment. A huge compliment to me is, I used to use such and such product and your products work so much better and I can afford them. And that is a compliment. I often get asked, you could raise your prices. Yes. However, I don't. And here's why, because I want every income bracket to be able to afford a good, luxurious, healthy skincare. Um, that should not be something that you should, well, can I buy milk or should I buy the soap? It should be um, it should be affordable to you. And when you purchase the soap or the lotion or the body wash, I will tell you. A matter of fact, on this bars of soap, I actually have a piece of paper in there on how to use it so you get 2 to 3 months easily out of the product. Um, I have customers that say, man, I'm so glad you're coming back in 6 months because I've just put the last drop of the jar that I bought from you, used it out of it. So yeah, so there's a reason why I do certain things, and I have no problem telling you as my customer, okay, this is how you use because you pay good money, but I don't want you just to um splendor it. I want you to be frugal with it because you don't have to use it like regular products. Um, there's some people that don't do that because they want you to come back in 2 weeks. I don't want you to come. I mean, I want you to come back in 2 weeks, but but that would be kind of like abusing your income. I value your hard work and I understand you work hard to make all the money. So I want to make sure that you understand that I value that you're spending your money with me, but I also want to tell you how you can save money over a long period of time. So what it boils down to is you got to vet the people that you come from, where you buy from your skincare products. You got to read their ingredients, right? Um, talk to them, ask questions. I have no problem. I love having questions asked. And if I don't know the answer, I do the research for you. But generally, I probably do know most of the answers that you ask me because I've been doing it for such a long time and I research everything. I can tell you why I put certain things in there and what was the purpose behind it, what was the reasoning behind it. If somebody cannot tell you that, um, then I would question why they're doing it. If they're just doing it to make money, which a lot of people do, they do goat's milk because it's a big seller. Um, but they really don't understand why goat's milk and why each ingredient that is added to that skincare product is so important. I can tell you all of that, and I'm very proud of that, as you can see. And my customers value that. So if you want to check us out, go to the link to this little scrolling thing right here. Um, Look us up, purchase some products. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. We do have a really, really cute little gift set. If you're still looking, if I find it, and of course I'm crashing things back here. Ugh, I can't bend that far. Here it is. This is the Midnight Temptation spa set. It has 2 bars of soaps, and these scents are loved by not only men, but also by women. It also has a little bamboo soap dish, which helps you keep the soap longer because it doesn't sit in the water, right? It doesn't dissolve because there's no chemicals in it. It will dissolve quicker than um, soaps that have chemicals in it. And then you also have the washcloth that I sew. So you have a cute little set. It comes with a little heart in front of it. It's called Midnight Temptation. One of the soap is called Morning Wood, which is hickory and suede. And that was named by Grumpy Old Goat. And the other one is Spank Me, which is more of a leather scent, more of a man's cologne scent. Women love it. Um, Men love it. And yeah, so you can both use it. And again, you can use it for your face, you can use it for your entire body. It's safe and it's gentle. So if you have sensitive skin or oily skin or dry skin, this will work for you. It's for all skin types, and which is really, really beautiful. So yeah, anyway, so this is it, guys. This is it. If you want to have a nice, cute little Valentine's gift that's unique, that's handcrafted with love and in small batches and is really quality. So here you go. You can find that on our website here in our storefront, or I will be at the Gretna Farmers Market on the West Bank in case you're visiting from New Orleans, for Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Go across the Mississippi River Bridge and see us Saturday from 8:30 to 12:30 at the farmers market. There's a lot of small businesses there, great vendors, quality stuff, and love to see you and ask me questions. So I can't wait. So anyway, this is all I have for tonight. I hope this helped a little bit in regards to why goat's milk skincare products are so important, and if you can use it for which body part and what are they good for. Yeah, I could try to keep it simple. That was always my motto. I want to keep it simple. I don't want just something for hands, something for feet, something for the eyes, something for the mouth, which I do have. I do have lip balm. But I wanted to keep it simple for me and for everyone else, because if it gets complicated, I probably will buy it, but I won't use it. And what's the point of having it if you're not using it, right? So anyway, I'm going to say goodbye, and I hope all of y'all are doing well. And just remember, we at Cajun Curl Farm, we go to your skin. Talk to you later. Bye.